sleep and lay around all day? Yes. Yeah, I showed it. I know in my mind that it's the medicine. Like, they had me, like, I'm drinking promethazine all day, like, pretty much. Like, it's small doses, of course, but it's like they had me taking it 3 times a day. Tired. Like, I've been so out of it, it's not even funny. And I even had to ask myself, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Not giving myself grace, not allowing myself any time to relax, not like taking in the fact that I'm sick or that I was sick, and just trying to like rushing to beat myself up about it. Like, girl, get up, you gotta get content, do something, make a move, make something of your life. I needed a moment of rest, and that was like hard for me to like really shut up about, honestly. Like, I couldn't really seem to be like, it's okay, Morgan. Anyway, I am headed to do my friend's, I'm just doing some content for her because she's the moderator for an event. So I'm just headed to do some like behind the scenes. She just wants me to like capture some clips of her like talking and interacting and like her regular 1s and 2s. So I'm just kind of like, I haven't really been out much lately at all. Like, all week has been just chill. So I have this like, this is honestly a shirt that's from like a beach set I got from Target maybe like 2 years ago. So you guys see it has like a little pocket. It's very like flowy. It's 78 degrees. I don't want to wear shorts. Like, I don't know. I have pants on. I just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just throwing on anything. So I have 3 mascara options. I really like the Monsieur, the Lancome. This one really like when I say lashes be lashing. I ain't never been mad at the Monsieur. Let me bring y'all down. So I have that one as the first option. The other one is the Wonder Bond. Oh no, this is the one that I like. Okay, this is the old one that I like, the Monsieur. Monsieur. I really feel like I swear I'm saying it right. Like, I just have to be. Like, you know, I don't know how you say it, but that's how it's said. I just know it. But this one is the Rimmel London Wonder Bond, which is the one that I've been using the mostly. Okay, this is the one that I'm not going to use, because the whole point in me like trying to try different mascaras was to say, let me hold on to the one that I really like. So I'm actually going to not use the Wonder Bond, but just so y'all know, the Rimmel London Wonder Bond is my favorite. Like, that one be having my lashes looking wonderful. I also have this MAC one that they sent in PR. It's called MAC Stack. So I feel like I did use this one before, but since this one's on the newer side, I'm gonna try this one. Don't really remember too much about it at all. Don't remember too much about it. Okay, so I already like the applicator. It's not like super wispy. It seems like nice and thick. Like, my lashes like the thick ones, you know? I don't really care for the super thin applicators. I told you guys before, I like to like, I know y'all can't really even see me, but I kind of bring my lashes to the side. Like the outer lashes to the side. And then I always wiggle for the bottom. Like, what do y'all do for the bottom lashes? I usually just go side to side like this. Like, maybe I'll go in eventually just to like coat each of the bottom lashes, but usually I like to kind of like move to the side in this fashion. And I'm usually not a 2-coater either. Like, I don't usually go in with a second coat. That just seems like, I don't know, like my lashes be having enough at that point. It just seems real dramatic if I go in a second time. But usually at that point the lashes are already hard. Like, it's like, why am I going in? Like, my lashes are hard already. Like, why am I going in on top of them with another mascara? Like, girl, take it easy, you know? But I don't have any makeup on. I'm literally just doing mascara. I just have the Clarins lip oil on. Oh, and that was really it for real. So, Camille wasn't able to make this event, so she sent me some money to get flowers for Monty. So I'm gonna stop and get some flowers from Camille, and then I will I have to get some money out too, because I need money for toll. That's another thing too. I don't have any money in my car. I always keep like $5 or so in my car, so that when I'm headed over Philly, it's already there. Like, I don't have to stop, but I gotta stop today. So It's excuse me, it's 4 o'clock. Let me get out of here, and I guess I'll like record some. I don't know what I'm going to include because I don't exactly know what the venue, what everything is going to look like per se. So I don't know if I'm going to include it, but I do plan on getting something to eat afterwards. I'm probably just going to stop and get something and grab something quick afterwards. I've been thinking about Cava. I'm not going to lie, I haven't had Cava in a good minute. So I'm thinking about stopping somewhere after all this is said and done. So you guys will definitely see me for that. Okay, BRB.
Come holler at us. We're connecting, networking, and just bringing people together. We're gonna have protecting them. Let's talk
about the LLCs.
Village, man. Thank you for everybody for coming out. Make sure y'all get some of this food.
Okay, I have y'all zoomed in just a little bit, but the event is over. All is well. I just made it to Cava, and I was just sitting here thinking, first of all, y'all, wait, before we get into this, I had a moment where I was dizzy. Like, I was just standing there and I'm like, I don't know if it was the sun, I don't know if it was like, I don't know what was going on, but I was standing there trying to record and I had to sit down. I was like, yo, I don't know what that was about, but I felt really like funny, like to the point where I was just like, if I don't sit down I might pass out. Like, you know, it just felt really funny. But but I sat down. That was fine. It went away. But what I was gonna say about Cava, I think that in my brain for so long it's weird, like, not that I've avoided Cava, because I feel like that's just kind of dramatic. I mean, like, you know, Cava is just somewhere to get some food, girl, you know. But what I will say is that I've been pushed, like, I've thought about Cava, but what it is, my problem is I associate, like, I was introduced to Cava by the guy that I was dealing with, right? So I think that my brain automatically associates certain things with him, and is like, dramatic as it sounds, it's like I kind of just didn't want to go. Like, you know, it's like I wanted Cava, but I'm just like, I don't want to think about, like, it sounds so dramatic, but like I didn't want to think about him, and I didn't want to go to the place that he reminded me of, basically. Even though I like Cava, I enjoy Cava, but every time I would come here, it would be like with him, or like, you know, like there was always like an association to him. And I kind of feel like this is like exposure therapy or something, you know? Like a part of my brain was like, what if I come here and he's here? Like, you know, just like, even though like the likelihood of that is very slim, like that's very slim. But the thought of that just like bothered me, and I'm just like, I'm not going to Cava, like I'll go somewhere else. You know, but I kind of feel like this is like exposure therapy a little bit, like, you know. And honestly, I don't go out to eat that often by myself either. I don't go out that often. So this is kind of like, you know, I love a good solo date, I do, but it's not that often where I sit down and like eat by myself. Even though this is just Cava. Even as I was driving here, I was thinking about going somewhere else. I was like, maybe I should just like completely go to, like, I don't know, Olive Garden, like, you know, like I was thinking about just trying somewhere completely different. But we made it. I haven't been to Cava in a long time, like literally like a year, maybe something like that. Like, it's been a good hot minute. So I'm excited. I will like sit down and eat for the most part, because I don't like, Cava's also not close to my house, so that's also another thing. So anytime I do come to Cava, it's if I'm in this area, or if I just feel like coming out here, which was like the case for today. So let's me go. I knew it. Yo, this pickup truck pulled up so crazy, and like I just knew, like, and I saw it was a young teenage boy driving, but he in a car with a bunch of other boys. So like that made perfect sense. The way he whipped up into that parking spot, he was showing off or something. He either had a girl with him or a bunch of other little boys. But let me go in here. I got a compliment on my fragrance. So this is like holy grail. Like this right here, she's that girl. No lie. Love her. So I'm about to go and enjoy my food. Hopefully they have some sweet potatoes. I do like when they have sweet potatoes. Now let me go eat.
I know that you haven't done any content lately, but you just got to remember, you are Morgann Flowers with 2 N's. You're going to have the community. The community's going to be here waiting for you. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to reset. But just know you are that girl, and it doesn't matter how long you take a break, because we are double check. Got me out of my head.
one part about getting my life together this week is going to be doing my nails. Like my nail, like they just, you know, I think that honestly, ever since I started painting my nails, I do feel like I care a little bit less about the like appearance of my nails. Like I think that I've kind of stripped that like attachment to like, oh, my nails have to be done every 2 weeks, go to the nail salon, cuticles, like I've kind of released that. But I will say that I of course identify when I need to do my nails. My toes look just as bad, so I do need to repaint my toes. And I had to go to the nail salon, not the nail salon, I went to the dollar store and just got like 2 nail polish removers, because I be going through these kind of fast. I mean, for the most part, I probably paint my nails maybe like, if I'm on my game, twice a week. If I'm on my game, like I do enjoy switching my colors out. I was telling y'all before, I wasn't super, I've never been a naily girl as it is. So I think that, and I've also never been a color nail girl either. Like the thought of putting blue on my nails a while ago would have had me kind of scared. Like I'd have been like, girl, huh? Put it blue? But I think that the connection between the color and getting it redone is high. Like the thought of me having to wait another 2 weeks with blue on my nails was a little stressful. It's like, I'd rather just give me a French tip. You know what I'm saying? I need something that's going to go with every outfit. I need something that's not going to be too loud. But since I'm able to paint my own nails, having blue nails on my fingers for 4 days is not that big of a deal. Like I can easily just switch it. I'm not wasting any money. Like, you know, there's a connection between the color and the idea of wasting my money and stuff like that. Like going to the nail salon and getting a crazy color was just like, no, we're not doing that. So I'm very proud of my collection. I told you guys back in December, my sister got me a bunch of nail polishes for my birthday. So I've been stocked up ever since. Now granted, I've been stuck on this one particular color. This is like a grayish lavender situation. I'm a SE girl through and through. I'm gonna work with them one day. I'm gonna work with them one day. But this one's called Skip the Track. It's like a grayish lavender like type of situation. It kind of has like a hint of purple. It's kind of cool tone, but it's like a gray at the same time. You know, you can see the purple a bit. Like I feel like you could, yeah, it's like a purple lavender, but it also looks gray, like at the same, like it's interesting. It's very, very pretty color. Again, it's called Skip the Track. And I kind of wanted to incorporate doing my nails into my content a little bit more, because I think that it's such a good way to like save money. Like I've seen other girls have commented, or they've commented on my story or something like that, about the fact that they've been wanting to paint their nails too. My sister has even said it too. Like I've been thinking about just painting my nails, and I'm like, yeah, like if you are in a period where you want to save money, or like, you know, it's just like, it's convenience, you know, just paint your nails real quick. Now I will say, of course, you have to have time for the drying process. And I know that when you're so used to getting gel and acrylic, having to wait under a dryer, you're like, huh? Like having to wait for a dryer, we've completely like stripped that thought from our mind at this point. Like when's the last time you had to sit under a dryer or have a fan? Like that's so like childish almost, because we've gotten away from that thought. But I will say, I'll have these linked below. I do love a good the dryer spray. I keep these on deck. I bought a 3-pack, you know what I'm saying? I'm down to one more after this one, but like gotta have these. Like if I don't, of course it's not gonna kill me. I can just wait for them to air dry, but having the little spray, like it feels great. And then also these this particular like shape of the Essie polishes are the quick drying ones. Now I've never timed it in comparison to the regular, like the regular size Essies are, you know, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's a spout, you know what I'm saying? They're short and stout and cutesy, but these long ones, they're called like Essie, they're called Expressi. They named them Expressis. This like long rectangular one, these are supposed to be like the faster drying ones. Now if they, like, again, I don't know what the difference really is. I mean, I do tend to lean, I do know the difference if I'm in a rush. Like there's been times where like I'll be like, I need to paint my nails real quick, I need a quick drying. I'll do one coat of this and call it a day, put this little spray on, and I like be pretty much fine. I'm still always like risky about touching stuff, and you can always hit it and mess up the polish. Like that's always a regular thing. But I do like, I want to go back to this color, but I wish this wasn't a fast paint one. Like I just feel a little bit better when it's a fast dry one. I just feel like, yeah, like I feel like I'd be doing something, but in reality it's like, how much of a difference is it really? I don't know. Like I said, I didn't time it. So But my collection, I am very proud of my collection. I do want to, like, naturally, the capitalism side of me wants more still. Like, I'm like, which color can I add? Even though, like, any color you think of right now, I can probably find a variation of that color. Yellow, it's in here. Blue, it's in here. Red, pink, baby pink. You know what I don't have, though? I don't have a cream. Like, off-white situation. I don't have, like, a cream. I don't have, I have my red, I have my baby pinks, and, you know, I don't have, like, a baby blue. So some colors in here I do feel like are better for, like, a winter vibe. Like, this is so cute. This chocolate is, it's kind of like a purple or chocolate. It's called Wicked, but it looks like it's brown, but I think it comes out to be a little bit more on the purplish side, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. But, like, this kind of gives me fall, winter. You know, I would still paint my nails this color because, again, having your nails purple, this, like, dark, deep color for 4 days is like, girl, who cares? Like, you know, just take it off. You know, it's like that, not that big of a deal. But I am in the midst of doing my laundry right now, so, like, I'm also, ew, what is this? Is this nail polish? See, look, I gotta, okay, I smell it now. It smells fruity. Like, it didn't even smell like, y'all know how nail polish remover smells. It didn't smell like that. It smells fruity. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm in the midst of doing my laundry. So I'm going to do this and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm in the midst of doing my laundry. And while I was doing my laundry, one thing that, like, I told you guys I was doing was LinkedIn post. And I feel like that's one way that it's something so small, because most people are like, LinkedIn, like, my speaker fell, but people are like, LinkedIn, like, not really on LinkedIn, or LinkedIn is for business. Y'all are so crooked. And it's my tripod, hold on. Okay, whatever. But even like, LinkedIn can be thought of just like, oh, okay, no one wants to really get on LinkedIn, or LinkedIn is for business, or LinkedIn is for that. But I find LinkedIn to be a good space for me because it allows me to talk more, and it allows me to kind of like formulate my thoughts in a more professional way, and just kind of like see what's going on. Like, if you're a creator, you get to like see what brands are talking about, what activations they have going on, what events are coming up. Like, you kind of get like a different scoop than you would get if you're just like scrolling on TikTok. You know, like, it's just a different type of social media. So me getting back into myself is going to be very much getting back on LinkedIn, because I'm just like, I need to start posting again. And one thing that I told myself, I wanted to post like maybe like 6 posts a month. Now, for someone who's really actively on LinkedIn, that's a very little bit. Like, some people be on LinkedIn every day. But I do find that sometimes it takes me a second to really like think about what I want to say. Put my stuff in a professional way and like make things make sense. So one thing that I thought about doing before was when I did my collaboration with Sunkissed. I was like, I kind of want to talk about that. Like, I kind of want to just talk about, like, my first thought, like when I script out my like when I write out my draft, the sentence was POV, I just collaborated with your favorite soda brand. And I was gonna like include the pictures from the collaboration, but if we're being honest, I don't know if I can do that. Like, since those pictures were taken specifically for a collaboration on Instagram, I don't exactly know if I'm able to post those pictures also on LinkedIn. Like, that wasn't a part of our collaboration. So like, I don't want to run into no the guidelines and stuff. So I ended up switching it up, and I wrote, this is what I wrote. I'm gonna read it to y'all because I'm about to post it. It's 11:40, so I kind of like to post a little bit earlier in the day on LinkedIn, because this is like the time, and it's Friday too, so like, girl, post it later. Everybody like, girl, bye, you know. So I wrote, POV, I just collaborated with your favorite childhood soda brand, and my audience showed out. Excuse me. My window's open. But I decided to like pivot the conversation. Instead of me just talking about, oh, I collaborated with your favorite soda brand, I decided to say your favorite childhood soda brand, because I think that a lot of us think about Sunkissed. We think about like the grape sodas and the orange sodas that we used to grab from the corner store for 25 cents. Like, that's like the thought that we get for the most part. And I decided to, like I said, pivot the conversation to talk about my audience, because I feel like the love that I got on that post was so like I wasn't expecting that, I guess. And these are the moments that like you're so proud of, and you're just like, oh my gosh. If you did see that post, thank you so much, because these are the type of things that make brands want to work with you and pay you for your engagement and to be able to put their products on your platform. Like, and you know, I just, these are the moments that matter, you know what I mean? So I continued the conversation. I just said, my audience showed me so much love for this campaign, and I'm so immensely grateful. So many creators, myself included, are still waiting to be seen. So many creators are still waiting on their moment, but what if that moment never comes? What if the level of acknowledgement creators are waiting for never happens? I said, if there's never a breakthrough moment, will creators still be satisfied with the work that they've put into their space? And I really was just kind of like chatting, I guess. Literally, I was waiting for my laundry, and I was just like, I just kept writing. Like, that's kind of where my mind started going. And I said, my answer is yes. The collaborations that I've been so blessed to be a part of will still exist, and the audience that I've been blessed to curate this far would be enough. Because honestly, like, as a creator, like, if you're a creator watching this, you're probably waiting to be seen, right? Like, we're all waiting. Yes, we have our own audiences, but a lot of us are waiting to, like, for that breakthrough, or for that mass following, and everyone to be like, oh, Morgann Flowers, look, check out this creator, her name's Morgann Flowers. Like, everyone's kind of waiting for that moment, but what if it never comes? I had to ask myself, like, what if this is where it stops? Hopefully it's not, but like, what if this is as far as God wanted me to go on this path? You never know, right? I would be so happy with things like this, like the turnout for my Instagram or for that Sunkiss post. And I ended up putting the stats in the post just because, like, it's LinkedIn. LinkedIn still likes numbers. People still like engagement. People still like that type of stuff too. So I did put, I'm currently at 2,940 followers on Instagram, and I put my follower amount because it's important to understand the numbers for the post versus the followers. You know what I'm saying? Because the numbers for the post won't mean anything if I had 100,000 followers. Like, that doesn't mean it, like, okay, whoop-de-doo, like, you got 400 likes, like. But the fact that I'm a little under 3,000 Instagram followers, and my post was still able to generate that much, like, chatter, really made me happy. Like, people were really like, okay, cool, Morgann got a little sponsor post, let me comment, you know, like that. Thank you. Like, you know, like, that's the whole point. So I continued on, and I said, I'm currently sitting at 400 likes, over 220 comments, and 12 shares. So just like, thank you. Like, you know, just like, okay, period. You know, just like, I couldn't be happier with that. Now, granted, if the post was even half of that, I still would be happy, because that's still 100 comments. That still would be 200 likes, and it's still like, you know, it still would be enough. Like, it's just like, hey, the brand gonna take what they got, you know. But it's still like, hopefully they will want to work with me again after seeing, like, okay, cool, she curated a good amount of attention for this campaign that she got. So it's just kind of like, you know, a win is a win. So, and then I put, check out the collaboration here. I included the link to the post. Instead of posting the pictures on LinkedIn, I was like, you know what, let me just include the link. So it's not like I'm posting the pictures on LinkedIn when that wasn't a part of my arrangement. You know what I'm saying? And I was going to email the brand, but this brand in particular, like, was taking a little minute with the communication. Like, I've been took those pictures. Those pictures are old at this point. Like, so I was still like waiting on the brand's response, and like that process was a little bit lengthy. So I don't want to ask them a question and it's like, girl, I gotta wait another month to figure out the answer. You know, just forget about it. Just forget the question. At that point, it's like, I might as well think of a different thing to post. So I'm happy I was able to just pivot. I'm actually going to switch something real quick. I realized as I was reading it to y'all, I repeated a message. And this is why, like, write something down. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough as a generation. We're not as a generation, but as a society right now, we're not even reading enough. We're not reading enough. We're not writing enough. Forget ChatGPT. I did not use ChatGPT. Not saying I needed it. Like, the post was super simple. Not saying I needed ChatGPT, but some people use ChatGPT for the smallest things. So it's just like, get to writing, get to reading, get back into it, don't slip. I need to read a book. I know I do. Like, I can be talking sometimes and I'm like, dang, there should be no reason I struggle to get that sentence out. Like, I feel like I'm not reading enough. So, you know, if you can write and read something, do it. You know, do it. And that's also like what LinkedIn does for me too. Like, I'm able to just kind of like formulate my thoughts and just like make it make sense for someone else. Make it worth the read. Make it interesting. Make someone care about it. Maybe someone cares about it. Maybe people don't. You know, it's just like, it still is kind of like a little brain exercise for me. So I'm currently at 2 little followers, and my post is, I'm just gonna take out currently. Okay, I'm about to post it. Let me just read over it one more again. Period. Post it. Whatever. I don't care. But that was all. That was it. So this is a part of like me like getting back into the gist of things. Another thing I want to do, as a matter of fact, let me think. Because I low-key, you know what I should do? I should book a class for tomorrow. I haven't taken a class since, I'm going to give y'all the date. Obviously, I was sick. And the thing is, I'm about to take another break because I should be on my cycle soon. So I don't take classes on my cycle. So it's like, I'm not really taking no classes for like a month. I haven't taken classes for a good amount of time. What's today? Today is the 9th. I have to work tomorrow on the 10th. Tomorrow I work at 2. Okay. So I'm about to take my behind on class pass and book something for tomorrow morning. I don't even care. Book it now because I don't have nothing booked. See, when was my last class? Oh, I canceled it. So the last class I officially took, my Power Pilates, love Power Pilates, was April 2nd. It's May what? It's May 9th. It's been over a month. Wow. I canceled that class on April 16th. But that was because, oh, you know what? I came my period in the midst of that. But what happened was I hurt my ankle. Right. My ankle is doing better. If anyone remembers that, me hurting my ankle. My ankle is doing better. I haven't, like sometimes if I twist it the wrong way, I can still feel a little tingle of something. I don't even know what that was about. But I'm very cautious with how I sit. Like I can't sit on my legs. I have to think about that before I do it. But I might book a class for tomorrow. Let me see if they got anything good. Because I'm not booking no BS just because. Like, I'm not doing that. Let me see. It's Saturday morning. I'm not taking a 6 a.m. Sorry. I ain't doing it. Chisel, boxing, 8:30. Oh, they got a reformer class. Oh, I'm doing Pilates. Reformer. Okay, I might do Pilates. Because it's 8:30. I feel like 8:30 is a good time for a Saturday morning class. Like, no one's really on the road. It's still early enough. You can still get home. I'll still be home by, what, 10? Still make a little brekkie, you know? So I'm going to book a class so that I feel like I'm really getting back to myself. Because, oh, unless I come on my period. Dang. Okay. I'm about to head out to look for some stuff for my propagation wall. I mentioned to you guys in my last vlog, which is basically just like when you fill the water and you put the little plants in here and then you just like put it on your wall. So I'm going to try that process. They did give me like other supplies. I need a hammer though. Like they gave me these little hook thingies. I know I'm blocking it, but it's like these little hook thingies where you just put in the wall or whatever. Because I was like, at first I was like, I don't have a drill. I don't have this. So I'm going out to get some, well, I guess I don't really, maybe I do need a hammer. I probably could use something else, but I have to go to Lowe's anyway for the leaves or for the stems for the plants. So like, I might as well just grab a little mini, if I can find like a little hammer. Like I don't need a whole toolkit. Like don't give me, I don't need nothing extra. I was going to try and order like a cutesy one off Amazon, but like, girl, I need one today. So just like, forget it. For my outfit, y'all, I mixed a fragrance. Wait, I actually low-key have to show y'all. Because I like the way it smells together. So, okay, so I have the Marc Jacobs Perfect. This is just like their little mini spray one. I didn't paint my nails yet, as y'all can see, but I'm gonna do that when I come home. And then I mixed it with the Future Society Floating Forest. These actually smell really good together. Floating Forest is one of those fragrances. I keep saying this. I literally said it to somebody earlier today. It's one of those fragrances that smells so good when you smell it on your clothes after the fact. Like I have a hoodie that smells like this. And when I put that hoodie on, I was like, yo, like this smells so good. excuse me, but like floating forest is very foresty. It is still like, you know, it is still, it's hard to explain the notes of it, honestly, truly. I really wish I had them off the top of my head. But floating forest, you can kind of imagine it kind of gives like a grassy type of situation. And Future Society, as the brand itself, they sent me like a little PR package of their little minis before, and all of their scents have this very natural type of vibe to them. But these together, I really like the smell of them. But for my outfit, I literally just put on a pair of black jeans. I never wear these jeans because they're kind of like low-rise jeans, which I actually don't really like for my body type. I don't really like them for my body type. I like that. But like, they're from Naked Fashion. I really do like Naked Fashion in general, but that's what I don't like. I don't like this little, I don't like this part. Like, I don't know, it just feels kind of like bulgy, or like, I don't know. Maybe because I fell in love with a different like style of Naked Fashion's jeans. I really like their wide leg collection. Like, I don't know, it's my gray jeans, like they're my favorite. But I kept my headband on because I didn't slick my hair down or nothing. It's literally just looking a mess, whatever. I don't really care. I'll care one of these days. That's going to be a part of my like getting my life back together, is caring about how my hair looks. But today is not the day. And then I have my little handy dandy, what was this from? It was thrifted, but I forgot. And then I have my Vans on. So just kind of like a little look. It's been like raining on and off. These hoops I got from what they call, Pretty Little Thing. But honestly, these make my ears hurt. Like, I can't keep these in. Like, these are not hoops that you can just wear every day. Like, they actually start to hurt my ears. So I wouldn't really recommend them now that I wear them enough to know. And then my little Morgann necklace. So that's it. I'm just gonna I need to find some distilled water. I need to find the propagation, the little plants for the propagation wall, and I guess a hammer. I need to get other little stuff like dish soap, but I'll get that at some point. According to Google, the type of plants, According to Google, the type of plants that I have are the plants that are good for the water submerging. Like, I have the monstera, and I also have a pothos. But it's like I would have to figure out how to get the root of it in order to submerge it in water. But I'm at Lowe's and they have one that comes pre-submerged, so I would just take this out and put it in mine. So this would be like a nice little like cheat code. But I also googled, and they said this type of flower, of philodendron, however you pronounce it, these go well in water as well. So I'm like kind of thinking I want to try it. Maybe I should get another plant, maybe. And then when I switch out this one, I'll have more roots to submerge in water, because this is the plant that's good for it. So I'm indecisive, but so many options. One day I was cleaning out my car and I found this. I was under my seats. When did I put this in my car? Only the good Lord knows. And I am not the good Lord. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Did I spill the plant on my seat? Yes. So did I have to dig for this? Yes. Does it look brand new? Yes. As you can see, I don't even know. I have no clue. But that definitely just came in handy, because I just had dirt all right here, all on the seat. I usually keep my this little book bag on the floor. So just, yeah. Give it a little brush. Now, I did end up going with, first of all, it did end up pouring, if y'all can hear the rain at all. And I did have to walk to my car in the rain. Wonderful. I did end up getting this one that I was telling y'all about. This one is, as you guys can see, it's already hydrophilic. So it's like, okay, all you gotta do is switch it out and put it in your water. Now, like I was trying to tell y'all in the store, I already have plants that this would, my propagation wall would work for. But I couldn't help myself. Ding! I got another one. We gotta find an F name. Y'all gotta help me. So we already have Forrest and Fiona. What should her name be? See, I'm already naming it a girl. But I don't know. I kind of like, should I do like an Instagram poll? Maybe I should. That's what I did the last time. Because excuse me, my best friend actually named Fred, which is the one at, wait, what? Forrest, I mean. Sorry, where I get Fred from? I think Fred, okay, Fred was the name of my other little mini one that I had that was in like the little hanging teardrop situation I got in my house. I don't know what happened to that one. Don't ask me. So R.I.P. to Fred. But Forrest and Fiona, my best friend named Fiona actually because I liked the name that she picked. So I'm going to put it on Instagram. This flower or this plant, I was trying to tell y'all, I don't know if you could hear me that well, but this type of plant is the plant that I was Googling that works best for this hydrophilic situation. I think this is the same, this might be the same like plant honestly, but I'm kind of mad this one doesn't have the type of plant on the tag. I really wish they told me what type of plant this was. That would have really helped me a lot, but it was already in water, so like obviously it's one of the plants, you know. But when I was looking on Google, it said the philodendron, this one, philodendron. Whatever. Plants be having the most confusing like names ever, or like the hardest to pronounce. They're like official names. But I was like, oh, let me just get this one. And honestly, there was a little mix up with the vase too, because this wasn't in a vase when I found it. So, but it also didn't have a tag. So the woman that was helping me trying to figure out what the price of this was, she was saying that people, I guess, have been taking them out of their vases, which I understand because they all had different types of vases. Like if I would have liked a different print, then I would have probably switched the plant out too, you know what I mean? But this one I actually happen to really like, which is, I was like back and forth. I'm glad that they gave me a pot for the plant to go in, but I was back and forth because I'm like, if I'm just going to size the plant up, then why would I get, you know, it's just like I might as well get a bigger size because I'm just going to need to upgrade it at some point. But I let it live in this one for a little bit before I go switching it over. But I like the print of it. So we have to figure out the name of this one. I'm going to take a little picture so that I can have my Instagram name her. How cutesy is that? Ooh, we got a new baby. Where am I going to put her? That's what I have to figure out. Where am I going to put my new baby? Oh, this looks so vibrant and pretty. People be like, oh, how you get your picture so clear? I don't know. Honestly, when you change the contrast, like when you darken the picture, you know how people be doing that little dark thing? I forgot what it's called. Is it the contrast? I forgot what it's called. But when you go to do that, it always makes the picture look more crisp to me. Like the colors just pop a little bit more. So it kind of gives the illusion that the picture is clearer, even though it's the same camera. Like I don't got no special camera, child. This like the 13, I don't even know. But we're gonna see what Instagram has for my names. Hopefully they give me something good. Don't give me nothing dumb. But look how crisp that came out. Like it looks so crisp and clear. If y'all can really tell, I know it's a glare, but you know, look how crisp that is. That's because I darkened it. You know what I'm saying? I just adjusted the contrast. That was it, and that was all. But yeah, so let's get these babies home. Oh, I do have to get the distilled water still, so I do want to stop. I was going to go to Walmart, I guess, because I'm not even sure if the dollar store had, like, I guess they would have a gallon of distilled water. Like, why wouldn't they have, like, gallons of water? But, like, I also don't want to go and then be like, dang, they don't have it. And then I'm like, because I got to go somewhere else. But let me Google it. That's what I'm going to do. Google ain't never hurt nobody. Let me Google it. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Okay. I got a new baby. Oh, you know what I didn't get? I didn't get a hammer. Ugh. Do I want to go back in there and get a hammer? Oh my gosh. Can I just bang on the wall with something else? Like, do I need a hammer? I have a screwdriver. Maybe I can use the end of the screwdriver. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I need a hammer? Me completely against buying a hammer for whatever reason. But okay, I'll figure it out and then I'll be back. All right, now I done had enough. Look at me. I'm wet. But I did get the distilled water. I did get a little mini hammer. And I also got a Walmart. I did go to Walmart because I was just like, I might as well just kill two birds with one stone. The places they were telling me, okay, I could have went back in Lowe's and found a hammer, but their hammers were a little bit more expensive. than if I just go to Walmart. And I found like a little mini hammer for maybe like $4. I did get a chicken sandwich from Walmart, so we're gonna see if this is good. I'm gonna go home, probably put some cheese on it, honestly. And hopefully it stays at least a little bit warm. If anything, I'll just wrap it in foil and put it in the oven so it can kind of melt the cheese a little bit, and that'll be like my lunch, because at this point it's 1:50. I do want to get home. I have to Google, not Google, but I guess I'll figure out exactly how I want to do like the hydrophilic, like pulling the roots from my other plant. I'm so scared about doing that. Like, I don't want to mess my baby up. Like, how do I have to pull it out the soil? Like, that just seems so dramatic to me. But if anything, like worst come to worst, I'll just pull some roots from this baby. I was gonna get some more soil, which I really do need, because I'm gonna have to repot my babies at some point in time. Like, they're growing, so it's just like I haven't repotted in a good amount of time, and I know maybe like once a year they say to do it, so it's like I know I'm gonna be approaching that time. I'm probably already there, honestly. I know I need to repot Forrest and Fiona, so like I'm about to check Instagram to see what the polls are saying. As a matter of fact, let me see real quick. I need to get some gas also, so like I need to get some gas. Okay. Franklin is cute. Franklin is cute. Fern, Ferb, or Felicia. I'm screaming. Flo Miliana. Flora is cute. Fern. Okay, this is second. She was a fairy. Oh my gosh, this is the third Fern vote I got. This is the third person that said Fern. Like, why Fern? Is that a name that I don't know of? I guess if they said Ferb, like Phineas and Ferb. Oh, I should have did Phineas and a Ferb. That'd have been so cute. A Phineas and a Ferb. Okay. All right, let me figure it out. Okay. I did decide to come home and put some potatoes in the oven. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might as well make a meal out of it. It is still pretty, it smells really good. And honestly, this was only like less than $3 if I'm not mistaken. Where's my receipt? Yeah, this is my Walmart receipt. Let me see. It's cheaper than chicken sandwich, $2.94. Like, I might as well go to Walmart. Why would I go to Chick-fil-A when I could just go to, let me see if it look good though. Okay. Yeah, that look good. Let me see. Oh, I shouldn't have touched this with my dirty hands. Oh, that sucks. But y'all can see it. It looks good. I ain't mad at it now. What's the sauce in there? What's that, ketchup? What kind of sauce? You got a little sauce packet in there. So I'm gonna put a couple potatoes in the oven, just season them up real quick. I'm gonna try and cut them thin so I want them to cook faster. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to eat. I'm actually hungry. I'm ready to eat some. I do have like 2 little packages to open, so we will do that eventually, since I've been neglecting them for the most part. And honestly, I have not touched these potatoes since I bought them. another product of me like not really feeling it, I guess. Like, you know, I should wash my hands. I didn't get any dish soap. Wonderful. I will have this to work with. Because I'm not going back out. When I say it's pouring, no. No. Okay. So I'm going to keep it very basic because, again, I'm just trying to eat for real. That's going to be for the chicken sandwich. I'm going to just wrap it up real cute. Cooper Sharp cheese only. Y'all know. Cooper Sharp only. Thank ya. My favorite Chick-fil-A sauce is the sriracha. Like, that's the best sauce they have. I don't care about no Chick-fil-A. I don't care about no Polly Nolly. I don't care about no barbecue. I don't care about no ranch. No buffalo. Like, Sriracha, me please. For real. So I do have some of that in my fridge, which I'm very happy to say, because I just may be putting that on there. I just may make a little sriracha sandwich. Ooh, I'm so hungry, it's not even funny. I did eat this morning when I was doing my laundry. I stopped at Wawa because I was not cooking. You know, it's like I'm doing my running around already. I'm done. Done for the morning. Just give me something quick. Now I got 33. Did I tell you guys I booked the class in the morning? I decided to do Pilates. So again, getting back to the ones and twos of it all, right? Like getting back into it. And I like the little baby potatoes because I literally just cut them up, rinse them off, cut them up, call it a day. You know, I don't do no peeling. Just make it simple for me, please. Make it simple for me. Para me. I've been watching this show on Hulu called The Girl at the Lake, or The Girl in the Lake, or something like that. If you watch Handmaid's Tale, I did finish Handmaid's Tale, which I was sad about because that was my jam. I was rocking with Handmaid's Tale. Which, no, it's actually still on. Actually, that's what it is. I think I watched the episode that came out for this week already. So I've just been like waiting on that every week, which is like whatever. But the girl that stars in Handmaid's Tale, she plays in the other show, which is kind of what caught my eye because it's a younger version of her. I forgot her name, but she's a good actress. I think that she, you know, I can see why they gave her another role after the Girl at the Lake show. I can see why they gave her Handmaid's Tale because I'm just like, okay, yeah, she does well in her role. Some of her faces be getting on my nerves when she be like crying and stuff, but I think that's like regular for me. Like some crying faces, I just be like, hey. My crying face probably not all that either, you know, but sometimes it just be like, hold the tears for me, please, you know. All right, so I'm gonna let these simmer in the oven for a little bit. Hopefully they don't take too long because I really am hungry. But I think that I might as well make it a complete little situation rather than just eat the sandwich. Like you just, you know, put the potatoes in it. Put the potatoes in the mix. And also I haven't really been cooking all like that either. So this is like a part of the reason for that. So I'm gonna put this in the oven, and just a little bit of salt, not too much. And I guess I'll get started on researching how to do how to propagate the plant. I think that's what it's called. If y'all know what I'm talking about, please, like, you know. I think y'all know what I'm talking about, though. I'm gonna put some chili flakes on this. Give it a little kick. Give it just a little kick. And then I will be back in a second. Okay, don't judge my methods. We are gonna put the propagation wall over here. All I have is a ruler. So I'm gonna just like, I have a pencil too. I'm just gonna mark like what makes the most sense. Let's move Fiona over. Fiona is growing. This is what I mean by I have to get my baby under the vase, because look at her. She's doing so beautifully. I did just look up how to propagate the plants, and it's literally just cutting off the stem. I think in my brain I was looking at the roots. Like when I see a propagation wall, I'm always looking at the roots, and I'm like, roots, like I'm thinking like, how do I get the roots? But the roots are what is growing, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I have to pull the roots out in order to put it in the water, you know what I mean? But it's really just cutting off a little piece, and not a brown piece. I do have to cut some of my little brown ones. And honestly, I think it's pretty cool that some of these have a little bit of a color to them. Like some of them are, I forgot what the word is for it when it has like the two-tone here. You see, I don't want to drop my baby, so I do have to put my baby on the floor just for a second because I need to move this whole thing over. I need to move this over. But again, don't judge my methods. All I got is a little ruler. I don't got like nothing like a yardstick, you know? So how far up should I do it? And should I do it in a straight line? That's also what I'm thinking. Should I put them in a straight line? Or should they be, because sometimes I'll see them and they'll be like up here and then down, and it's just like, I kind of want them in a straight line. I kind of want them in a straight line. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I want them in a straight line. Also, it's easier. but also a straight line. I do like the idea of them just being a nice, like, space nicely from each other, and just like a little through. Like, that's kind of the vibe I want. Yeah. That's the vibe I want. So it'll just kind of be like zidink, 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 zidink. Is this high up? Like, how up should I go? I think this is fine. You don't want them all low, you know? Or do I? Who makes the rules around here? I do. You know what I'm saying? Do I want them low? Because you never know. Maybe I might want to put a poster, a print right here, and then put... This be my problem. But I am going to pick something and stick to it. I'm going to have to, because I'm not putting 80 holes in my wall. I'm just not doing it. Oh, I'm supposed to be recording. This is also my get back on TikTok content. You know what I'm saying? Like, record something. You know, Morgan, record something now. So you don't feel like you're just a loser, you know? Not a real loser, but y'all get what I mean. Like, I don't want to fall too far off of like what I enjoy doing or what I say I enjoy doing, which is content. How you gonna say you enjoy content but you ain't doing no content? It's just like, hey, figure it out, sister. But if I put it all the way up here, it will restrict everything else though. But put it up higher, Morgan. But I was just thinking, like, what if I wanted to what if I do, because I've been thinking, I have some screenshots of art from like black artists that I found online. And I'm like, what if I purchase art, get it framed, and like put something right here? It's like, would I want, you know? But I guess it doesn't have to go right here per se. Just find something and stick to it, dang it. But if I just do, all right, I'm gonna just do a line straight across. Okay. A line straight across. First of all, first point, I need to measure how many inches this wall is, and then I'll be able to figure out how far apart they should be from each other. 29 inches. All right, 29 inches. Do the math. Y'all do the math. I don't know. First of all, I smell my potatoes, so it's just like I'm getting distracted. It's like, hey, you know. But I also want to make sure the content is done during the day. I don't want to drift it off into the night, and then it's not as nice. It's just not as good when it's dark in here. It's like not the same. Okay, 29 inches. Okay, let me see how many spaces apart should I do. Did I not just mention ChatGPT earlier? This is a part of the problem, and I just was a part of the problem, because now could I figured it out, like how many inches should I keep in between the wall? I just was like, let me ask ChatGPT. This is a part of the problem. Okay, I was a part of the problem today. Now, each of these are about 5 inches. These are about 5 inches. I didn't measure them. I actually they're about 5 inches. About 5 inches. Them being circles doesn't really help, but about 5 inches. Now, so I asked ChatGPT, if I have a 29-inch wall, how many I just use picture frames as an example, but like how many 5-inch frames can I fit on the wall comfortably? With comfortable spacing, about let me see. 4 frames. Oh, I didn't even write the number. Oh, I see that I messed that up. So for 4 frames, about 1 inch between each frames. Oh, 3 gaps. Oh, 4 okay. I'm just like, okay. Answer: you can fit 5 frames. 4. I need 1 before. So that's the thing. I didn't tell them I need 4 frames. How many 4? Oh my God, I didn't word it right. I was supposed to include in there that I have 4 frames. I didn't include that I have 4, but they of course gave me options. So about 1 inch in between each frame for them to fit comfortably. Okay, because 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, and a gap in between each. Okay, that's gonna be 1. That's gonna be 5, and then 23, and then okay. No, I think I figured it out. So if I keep about 1, okay, I'm gonna work with that. I think that's a good basis for me to work with. I guess it's good that I didn't ask ChatGPT 2 specifically, because now I still have to use my own brain power. Technically, I still have to figure it out, because it's the answer isn't direct per se. So let me see. I did have to use my brain power. Okay. So basically, first I started off by, okay, it said I would have 1 inch in between each vase for it to fit comfortably, but I said, okay, how many inches off the sides would I need it to be? So I started out with 1 inch, which was good for me to get myself thinking, but not good to start with, because there was so much space left on this side, because all the vases would be pushed this way, like it wasn't going to be even. So I said, okay, how many spaces left do I have? How many inches left do I have at the end? There were 6 inches left. So I said, you know what, maybe if I do 3 and 3, like I was like, let me put 3 inches on each side of the vases, and then it worked out, because the one vase will go about here, the second vase will go here, the third vase will go here, and the fourth vase will go here, with 3 inches on the sides. So okay, whatever. So now the only issue would be if that wasn't accurate. So how can I test it out real quick? Maybe a tack. Maybe what I'll do is I'll use a thumbnail. I'll use about a thumbnail to figure out if that's enough, if the 5 inches I gave it would be enough. So if I just do, oh wait, this is obviously not going to stick on that. Okay, well, whatever. Well, it'll be about that. It'll be something like, oh, y'all can't even see. Y'all couldn't even see, that's crazy. But basically, I just use a thumbnail to get an idea of what the space would look, what it would look. Y'all can't even see still because it's clear. But it would look pretty much like this. So there'll be one here. The second one will go in between here. The third one will go here, and then the fourth one will go right here. It's not going to stay because it's not right, but I guess trial and error, right? You know? Guess we'll figure it out. I'm sparing you guys the banging, but look at the little hammer. It's so cute. I'm sparing you guys the banging. My neighbors can't say the same, you know? I think they'll be all right, though. I think they'll be all right. Just for a little bit. It's my last one. I'm not banging them all the way into the wall because I feel like I really would have to give it a nice in order for it to go all the way in. Okay, so that's the A. It's not gonna be that heavy. Okay, I'm done. All right, we're done. Let me erase all the pencil marks. Okay, so that's about what I mean. 3 inches on each side, 1 inch in between where each vase will go. Okay. Okay, we're making progress. I did end up cutting my baby a little bit. Poor baby. But I had to fill the water up kind of high because of the fact that this was so short. Like, I'm like, oh, I needed a longer piece, I guess. So I had to put, you know, so my baby's gonna sit like that. Oh, she's so toot. She's so cute. Okay, so I do, if y'all can see the water, I did spill the water a little bit, so this is like messing up my vibe. Like, I need this to hurry up and dry so it can like I can do away with it. And I guess I'll cut, I don't want to keep cutting Fiona all up. But like, also, again, I do have the other vase that I bought, so I'm gonna transfer that over. Hopefully it doesn't look stupid, just sitting in it like horizontally. Hopefully it doesn't look stupid. Let me see. See, it's kind of big. It's kind of big. So maybe if and then, you know what irked me really bad? My phone died in the middle of me recording. So I had to like put it on the charger, and now it's like it's messing up my vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get this process recorded, and like I said, during the day. My bathroom light was on, but I wanted to get this recorded like during the day, and then I also want to eat. Like, I still haven't eaten. So I was like, I wanted to show on video me taking this out. So I think I want to do that actually. I have my little stool here. I know y'all can't see because I'm trying to find a good spot for y'all, for the phone. But I'm going to put the phone right here and just record at this wall because my phone's on the charger. It's the best I could do for now, you know. And I guess the rest of it, I did talk a little bit in this clip because like I said, I was trying to get back into the content swing of things. But this part of the video will just be over music because it's just like whatever. That's all y'all need to see. Y'all done heard all y'all need to hear, from me at least, you know. So I'm just gonna record myself like taking this out and like revealing this one all dramatically. Oh, this one's so cute just to have by itself though, you know? But it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna put this in this water. Oh, the roots are growing so nicely. I didn't even did I really show y'all for real? The roots are growing so nicely in here. So, taking it out of its home. No shade. I'm sorry. But this one will go here. Tink. Yay! Wait, should it be crooked? Or should I keep it? Oh, it's gonna fall over anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Hopefully I'm not doing anything wrong. Hopefully I'm not doing anything wrong now. Let me move this before I knock it over all of my flooring out here. And then for the other two, I'll probably have to cut my baby again. Yeah, because I can't see myself cutting Fiona. Fiona's so big. It's like how would I cut the Monstera? Is that the Monstera or is this pop? Yeah, how would I cut the Monstera? The leaves are all so big, like, you know. So I guess I will figure out something with my baby here. But how would I do this? All right, Morgan. All right. I would have to deconstruct it a little bit in order for me to get a root. Or like not a root, but like what I need. Oh, it's growing though. Okay. BRB. I gotta figure this out. Oh, I just said I had to watch how I was sitting because that's how I hurt my ankle the first time. Ugh. I decided to put y'all on the floor with me because I figured, okay, I'm gonna have to like cut something from, you know. But what? I don't want to like, I didn't get any more soil, so I also don't want to dump the soil out. Like I don't want to waste the soil because I always could just put it back in the container. So it's like not that deep, I guess. But come on out, Bookie. I need your roots. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry right now. I'm not even kidding. Ah! I feel like a plant killer, you know? But I need to like figure out how, okay, wait. What should I cut from? Okay, so it has a little thing on it. Dang it. They have it like wrapped in a little black cloth thingy. Oh, they have it wrapped now. How do I get to the root? How do I get to the root? I'm sorry, baby. Oh my gosh, I just cut you all open. Sorry. I just exposed, but it has this like black covering on it. I guess they do that so that the roots can stay together. I'm assuming. But like, I don't want to strip it of this little like net thing. Like, I guess this is like a plant paper. I'm making stuff up. But I would assume it's works in that way. It seems as if the roots are kind of entwined inside the little paper. So like, how do I get to the root? Like, you know, without ripping something. We didn't even find a name for you yet, and I'm already taking you all apart. Like, am I a gardener or something? Who am I? I keep saying her when I haven't figured out a name yet. Anyway, I know y'all can't see me. I'm sorry, but basically I'm just putting the dirt back or the soil back without trying to make a mess. The foil's under me, so like not foil, but the newspaper. So I'm just putting the dirt back, or I keep saying dirt. trying to put her straight, because this is the problem with my other baby. When I repotted, I repotted a little slanted. So, and no, I don't have no gloves on. Surprise, surprise, you know. I thought about it. I did. But I guess being one with the earth ain't never hurt nobody. Being one with my plant did not hurt nobody. I do need to at some point go back to Lowe's and get some more soil. But for the most part, I mean, for the most part, I think I'm fine. Try to keep it straight up. Because my problem it'd be all tilted over, girl. I'm sorry, I'm putting y'all back. I'm sorry. Keep growing. Don't mind me. Sorry. Just go back. Do what you were doing. Let me pat you down. Alright. I am going to check Instagram again to see what names we came up with. I did see some people, like the last time I told you all the names we had, I did see some more comments. So we're going to see what I don't even know how to pick. Like, how do I pick? Because we have a lot of options here. So put this back in here and we're done. We're done with you, baby. Okay, I'm about to eat. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut Fiona up real quick and then I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna show you guys the wall when it's all completed. I'm actually happy with this so far. I'm trying to let my phone charge a bit, but I'm ready to eat and be done with this process. This is the look of shame, okay? Sleepiness, guilt. I did not want to get up this morning, but we move. So I did wake up this morning. I'm just like, I signed up for what? You know? But so what I will say about this particular class, it actually was pretty interesting because when I pulled up, now mind you, I had been to the studio one other time before. And when I got here, it was just the instructor and it was one other girl. So it was just me. It was just two of us in the class. Now that was for just a regular like mat Pilates class. I can tell that the instructor knew a lot. Like you can tell that this was no club Pilates. This was no solid core. Like this is like real Pilates. Like if you speak to any Pilates instructor, they will tell you, or like a Pilates instructor at like a Pilates studio, like that's not a part of a chain like establishment, they will tell you that solid core and club Pilates is not Pilates. Like that's not real Pilates. They will tell you that. Now, based off of what I can tell about her in that initial class, again, I can tell that she knows movement. Like she specializes in movement and wellness and like just like Pilates at its core. So you know, it was an interesting class because this time when I pulled up, it's nobody in the parking lot. Like there's no other car out here. So at first I was like, is it canceled? Like I checked my email. I'm just like, maybe it was canceled or something like that. I go in there, I'm like, you know what, let me just go inside, because just because it's not a car out here doesn't mean the instructor isn't here. Now at that point I had already gathered in my mind that it was just going to be me, like, because it's like it was 9:30 and there was no other car out here. So I'm just like, okay, it's probably just going to be me in this class, especially considering the fact that the last class we had was only 2 of us. So I'm like, okay, how far-fetched is it for it to just be me? Like, not really. It's not really like unbelievable, you know? So I go in there. Of course, she's in there waiting for me. Same woman, super sweet. She might be like in her 50s, old, like small, petite white woman in her 50s. Like, again, very nice, very kind, knows movement. Like when I say she knows movement, and it was literally like kind of like I basically got a one-on-one basically, which at first was making me kind of nervous because I was like, oh, like, do I want it to just be me in the class? Like she gonna be fix your feet, fix your legs, fix your, like, you know, just like don't look at me, like, you know what I'm saying? It felt like that at first, but so worth it. Like when I say, she was like literally just teaching me every little thing. She was telling me about, she's like, I actually like the intimacy of classes like this because she's able to like read my body a little bit more, because again, she knows movement. Like this is something that she specialized in, went to school for. She said like dance, all the things basically. She also said like brain health she also works in. So I'm like, everything was just super interesting. She told me that I like basically just telling me about about my body. Like my femurs go in, which was like interesting to learn. I'm like, what does that mean? But she basically was saying like, giving me suggestions on how I should move based on my body, basically. Like, okay, I may have to move it may be more comfortable for me to like separate my legs a little bit more. Like when you're in parallel position, it may be more comfortable for me to like separate my legs a little bit slightly because my femurs are already moving inwards. So like, of course, depending on the movement, she was just like teaching me little things again about my body, which you wouldn't get if you're in a big class, obviously. And she basically was like, I don't naturally have a neutral spine. My spine naturally like lays flat. Like when I'm laying down on my back, like basically my spine is flat. Like my spine can lay flat. I don't have a gap under my back unless I make it, you know, unless I arch my back. So basically, again, just like really giving me more of a inside scoop into like understanding my own body. And she was literally like teaching me every little thing. And I was like very grateful for just like the, because at first, again, I went into it like a little weary, like, oh, do I really want a one-on-one class? Like, she gonna be like, you know, just nitpicking, you know. And again, that experience would have been different if she was a different person, because again, she's very sweet, very kind, very patient, soft-spoken, very like, okay, making sure that I'm getting the movements right, making sure that I'm understanding, like talking me through the breath, because I feel like the breath work of it all is kind of hard for me. Like that's kind of like one of the harder things. Like, okay, you breathe in and you extend your legs and you breathe out. Like it's a thought. Like I have to literally think about you have to think about not only the movement and making sure you're aligning your body correctly, but you're also making sure that you're breathing at the right time and, you know, using your breath to your advantage and using your breath to expand your body. Like just like, you know, it was just very interesting. And again, very rare, I guess. I mean, I will book with her again. I mean, I do I mean, the one-on-one is still interesting, but I do enjoy a class setting for the most part. But having the one-on-one was really like a little advantage, honestly, because most people don't have a one-on-one experience, or you have to pay for a one-on-one experience if you want to like book a specialized training for your body, you know what I'm saying? So definitely just taking advantage of that. So definitely happy I came. You know, obviously I was of course just getting back into it this week, so that was a good little intro into movement again for me, because my body was a little stiff, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, dang, some things I generally can do this, like hold on, like I can actually do this, but I haven't moved in a minute. So you know, just again, just like a good intro into my movement again. So yeah, that was nice. It is going on 10:45. I do have to work later, so for the most part, I'm just gonna head back home. I didn't eat anything. I still have a couple days left of my medication that I got from when I was sick, so I'm gonna finish that out. I watched this video before of this this woman. She's married to a doctor, and she was basically giving tips on his behalf. Basically, she's like, things that my husband does and stands by that I just want to share with everyone else. And one thing that she mentioned was he's a stickler for making sure you finish your medication. Like if you prescribe something for 15 days, take it for 15 days. Like finish it out, especially if it's like pills and stuff like that. I didn't finish out my promethazine. Like I think I skipped like the last day. I didn't take it. I wasn't taking it all day how they had me taking it, which maybe I should have finished, but like a part of me kind of wanted to keep it, like savor a little bit of it just in case I get sick again. Like I kind of wanted to keep a little bit of it rather than having to go back to the doctor and get more. I need to get gas. So I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit, but I do need to finish out my pills. So with that being said, I need something to eat. So it's like, I guess I'll go home and cook something because I do have some groceries and stuff left. Last night I ended up getting some Chinese. So I literally just chilled and watched some movies with my Chinese food. So, but okay. I'm gonna chat with you guys in a second. Okay, home. I started making breakfast. I literally just making eggs and sausage and apples and a coffee. I did also make a little simple syrup because I realized that my coffees have been nasty lately. Like because I don't have a liquid flavor, so it's literally just like coffee and creamer. Like, it's, when I say nasty, it's not nasty per se, but it's just not the same. They ain't been hitting the same. But I don't know if you guys are tapped into like the Devin, Brene, Tim thing on TikTok. You know, I do see their stuff on my For You page, and what I will say is, since they all went live together, I've been seeing it a little bit more frequently. Now, I low-key have an unpopular opinion. I think that, so right now the debate is like the timeline of things. Oh, my camera's about to die. The timeline of things, like when Brene moved out and whether Tim knew about like that she was moving on. I mean, whether Devin knew that Brene was moving on with Tim. I think that's like the debate right now. They're like going back and forth about that. I feel like Devin knew. I kind of feel like Brene might be telling the truth on that, because Devin, I think, is playing the calm role. Like, he's playing his role very well, and I think that what he did, he allowed the audience, TikTok, to carry on with the narrative that Brene was just cheating because he was mad. I would probably let the audience carry with that scenario too. I probably would just be like, forget it. I don't care what TikTok says about you. Oh well, I'd rather see them drag you than drag me. Like, you know, it's like Brene was still wrong in the scenario if they were, or Brene and Tim, for messing with each other and they were both like married and whatever the case may be. But I do think that Devin knew. I feel like he knew about it because they were talking about like, oh, like Brene is yelling. The person that's yelling is always a liar. Like, not necessarily. I think that he is playing his role well. He's calm. He's letting her run her mouth. But there's a lot of emotion and there's a lot of anger, and I think the anger is coming from the fact that I think Devin did know about them two, but let it ride. Like, he let everyone think that Brene was just completely cheating and wrong, and that's cool. Like, it is what it is. Because again, they were still wrong for cheating on in their marriages. If that's what she said, she wasn't cheating. Who knows, right? Who knows? Had to change my battery. But basically, all in all, I do think that Devin knew that Brene wanted to move on with Tim. They probably separated. They probably weren't legally like unmarried. And maybe Akira knew, like maybe each couple knew about Brene and Tim deciding to want to be together. But since TikTok found out about it, they decided to just drag Brene and say that she was cheating. I think that the narrative that TikTok has created, Devin let happen, as he should have. I'm not saying that he should have done anything differently. I'm just saying that I think that he was just like, I don't care what comes of this. You left me for Tim. So if the audience thinks that I didn't know, then let's just roll with it. I really think that's what it is. I could be wrong, obviously. All of us could be wrong. But I do think that since it's so messy, it's just like there's too many ways for that it can go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already created such a mess, so it's just like, it is what it is now. And I think that people's thoughts about Brene are not going to change. So it's just like, you've dug your hole. But I do think that she's telling the truth. I feel like the emotion that is coming from her on the live is not because she's trying to mask a lie. I think that she's really frustrated about the situation, and obviously she's been being bullied. Obviously. People obviously don't like her. Okay, now that's better. That's better. But like I said, I do have to work a little bit later. It's about 12:30. I am eating breakfast late. It is what it is. And I will figure out what we're doing with the rest of the vlog. Okay, bye. And if you don't know anything about the Brene situation, my deepest apologies. But I have one other thing to say. Because on the live that we were watching, Devin made a comment. Devin made a comment. And they were talking about like how Tim had mentioned, oh, like you helped her move out, basically. So again, the conversation has been like whether Devin knew about Brene, and you know, whether like this breakup thing was a thing, and whether like, again, whether Devin knew that Brene wanted to talk to Tim, right? So they were talking about how Devin helped Brene like take her bed apart. Again, this was like a little piece of the live that they were on, like a little mini aspect of their conversation. And Devin made a comment. He said something like, because Tim was saying like, you helped her put her stuff together, or you helped her take her bed apart. Basically trying to say like, you knew y'all were breaking up. Y'all were going your separate ways. Y'all were unraveling, unpacking, or y'all were like doing your own little thing. You helped her do that, basically. And Devin was like, he said something like, wow, you did nothing, or something like that. He basically was trying to throw a jab at Tim to say like, you didn't help her, I did. But I'm like, why would Devin say that if, like, what would he be expecting Tim to be doing if he didn't know that they were talking? Like, I don't know. They had a little moment that I was just like, Devin, like, I think he knew. Again, he kind of tried to make a jab at Tim to say like, you didn't help her. You were sitting around while I was helping her. Why would he expect Tim to be doing anything else if he didn't know that they were if they, you know what I'm saying? If they didn't trying to explain like what that comment just like, where that comment set my brain. Again, I think that, Brene, they're still in the wrong because they still were like legally married, if I'm not mistaken, when they decided to like go their own ways and like steal each other's partners or whatever the case may be. So again, it was still a very messy situation, but I do think that Devin was a little hip to what was going on before it hit the internet, which is like, obviously, like, duh, like you should know what's going on before it hit the internet. But Devin was trying to say like, I found out when everybody else did. I don't think that's true. I think that he knew. He just didn't care about the narrative being spun that way because it was being spun in his favor, which is fine. Again, I'm not saying that Devin should have done anything differently. I think that the situation, again, is messy and he was heartbroken. He probably, again, let that narrative slide because of the fact that he was like scorned almost. He's just like, oh, I don't care what they say about Brene and Tim. Go ahead, run with it. You know? I think that's what happened. But I'm done with that situation. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then maybe me talking about it will put it on your For You page. I'm sorry, either way. You know what I'm saying? But for the baby, I know I was telling you guys that I was letting Instagram pick the name. So when I go to the names, there were a lot of names that were given. Just my little screenshot, I have Florence, Frida, Fern was a popular one, Ferb, Frazier, Francis, Fink, Fickle, somebody said Friday, somebody said Fairy, Frankie, Flo Miliana. Like, again, I got so many different name suggestions, so I really appreciate everyone chiming into that. I ended up allowing people to choose from Finn, Farah, and Fern. Farah was the winner. So this is Farah. Meet Farah, everybody. Yeah, Farah had way more votes than any of the other names. So this is Farah. So we have Farah, Fiona, Forrest in the back. So but for the most part, again, like I said, I have to get ready for work. I need to get my behind up right now. So I will be ending the vlog off here. I know it was super like short because, again, I was not feeling it this week, or I was just kind of like in recovery mode, like I said, just trying to like get my life back together, getting into the things that I enjoy. I will be scheduling out some content. I was editing my clip for, hey, I hate when my phone ding back to back. That irks me. But I will be editing and posting the propagation wall, so by the time you guys see this, that will already be up on TikTok if you guys didn't check it out. And thank you guys. Be back soon with the regular content. Okay, bye. Double text. Yeah.